Hi everyone, I'm Steph. Let's play some daily games. Today is November 24th, 2025, Monday. It is the start of a new week. It is actually the last week of November, and we are playing Wordle number 1619. Right. Is this the day I get my hole in one? It's not. Okay, first guess 0. Let's try Layden. Okay, D. The D has come into play. Alright. For some reason, I'm thinking of douchey. But that's a word, right? That is like grand douchey or something. Douchey? Douchey? I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay. But that's like a title. I don't know if that's like an actual word beyond that. Okay. I do see like ducky, D-U-C-K-Y, like rubber ducky. Uh, mm, dummy, Dumbo. Though those do not sound great words. But dummy seems plausible. Dodgy, no, because there is no D in the middle. Doggy, D-O-G-G-Y, I can see that. Or Woody, W-O-O-D-Y. Well, that one does feel like it's been done before. Goody, G-O-O-D-Y, like goody two shoes. Can't remember that one's been done before or not. Howdy. Okay, so we got many options here. So I think I've got to do an eval. What would be the best? What we should try definitely the B. Like, if I think Y is in the picture, then I should. I guess I could do the Y as well. Either O or U maybe one of those. Perhaps the C. Hmm. Maybe I could do something like Bucky. That could be a good one to test for. Maybe. I'll just try. No, not on the word list. Okay. Bucko. That's a word. Okay. Okay, so we've got U and O now in the picture here. Can't be doubt. There's no B, there's no T. Could be dough. D-O-U-G-H. Alright, I like that. Can't be howdy because there's a U in there now. Yeah, I like dough actually. Let's do it. Nice, dough. That was it. I don't know if there were any other options, but let's check. Squirtle. Okay, today's answer is dough. Started with strip, nothing. Laden, very good second guess. That D narrowed it down to 30 possible words, and then I did bucko, which thankfully is a word. And then I went to dough. Okay, so after bucko, we could have had dough or udiog, which I don't know what that would mean, but yeah, it was really only dough. So thankfully I did see that one. And yeah, initially I did not consider dough. I was thinking more of the Dumbo, dummy, all those Y words, Yeah, they're just so dowdy, right? That's a good one. Moody, I didn't think of that one. Doozy, okay, all right, it's a doozy, yeah, sure. Foodie, spelled that way though. I'm more familiar with Foodie though. All right, but yeah, see, douchey. That sounds like or douchey. How do you say that? Oh, let's check. Oh, it looks like douchey. Oh, Dutchy, Dutchy, really? Ah, what did I think it was douchey? Okay, so forget what I said. Ignore the horrible mispronunciation earlier of this video. It's Dutchy. Okay, Dutchy. But it does seem like it's a possible word. Has it been used before? Let's find out. Oops, sorry. Dutchy, yes, November 7th, 2021. Oh, wow. Okay. So it was used ages ago, all right? Bucko? No. I know Bucko is like, isn't it like a slang term or something? Bucko, right? A person who is domineering and bully, or in Ireland, chiefly, a young fellow, a lad, a young, right, a bucko, okay. Maybe from the word buck, that sounds like it could be. I don't know if it's on the answer list, but that's interesting. Okay, a couple of others I wanted to check. Let's see here. Dummy, yes. Dumbo? No. Don't know if that will do that, though. Goody. Right, that was this year. Yeah, we did do that one. Goody. Gody. Uh, Dowdy? Sorry, Dowdy? Nope. Howdy. Yes, 2022. Cloudy. Just something out of it. Yes, this year, earlier this year. Okay. Doggy. Doggy, not yet. Okay, so that is still on the table. I'm probably not going to remember that, but that's fine. It's just out of curiosity and for you guys at home to know as well which ones have been done before and not. So, okay, I think I got pretty lucky there. With that, Layden is a great was a great second guess today because that D narrowed it down immensely to like 30 possible words. And then Bucko was also a surprisingly good eval. They're not going to need over. So now I've got 138 for guess songs. Pretty good. All right, so move on to connections. Let's not waste any more time. We're playing number 897. Just 3 more days to the big 900th puzzle. All right, there we go. Today's 16 words slash phrases. We've got infrared, air conditioner, bin, microwave, stingray, X-ray, radio, ultraviolet, toaster, cup holder, marigold, carry on, metal detector, rice cooker, shifter, and blender. Don't know what a shifter is. Gonna leave that for now. Carry on, metal detector. I guess things you can find in an airport. What else? Blenders and plates, toaster, rice cooker, microwave, but also could be air conditioner. That's also. But these were more of like cooking kitchen appliances, I think. So we'll try that one. Kitchen appliances, hopefully. Small kitchen appliances. We have to mention small. I don't think we need to. All right. That stingray is an animal. Water. Interesting. Okay. Stingray ends in gray. Infrared ends in red. Marigold ends in gold. Ultraviolet ends in violet. Okay. Because if you're talking about like rays, ultraviolet ray, infrared, X-ray, yeah, and then kind of like what do you call it? Like colors of this of the spectrum or something like light bands of light on the spectrum or something like that. Which radio you've got also, but radio's not it's a band, but it's not. I don't know how it's a radio wave. But I do like the colors one though. Okay, infrared, X-ray, radio, ultraviolet. Okay, that's possible. Okay, so I don't want to. In any case, I'm wrong about that. Cup holder. You'd get that on the plane. In a car. That. I don't know what a shifter is. Actually, I have no idea. Radio. Like things in. Because honestly, what else would stingray be, right? And marigold. It's a flower. So I'm tempted to go with the colors. Let's try it. Ends in colors. Alright, perfect. X-ray machine is. I wish I knew what a shifter was. No idea. Hmm. These things. Cup holder. I mean, in a car or on a plane or something. I actually have no idea. I'm probably overthinking this, you know. Metal detector in an airport. Then you got the X-ray at the airport as well. Carry on at the airport. Uh, maybe things in an airport. We'll say that. Let's try that. Seen while going through airport security. Okay. Wait, what are these things in a car? Features of a car center console. Okay, so that was the thing. So airport and car, yes, and I was overthinking it slightly. I think, but yeah, I was a little bit in doubt about because I didn't know what a shifter. I still don't know what a shifter is, so I've got to check. Shifter. What is that? What part of the car is it? Like the gear shifter? What? Oh, gear shift. Oh, okay. I see. Right. Okay. Fair enough. Cup holder. Yep. Place to put your cup. Car radio. Car AC unit. I see. We're going through airport security. You've got the bins to put your stuff in before you walk through the metal detectors and the X-ray machine that they scan your luggage on. And then carry on is just the luggage that you see other people have through security. So yeah, that's the only thing. And then ending colors, infrared ends in red, marigold ends in gold. Stingray is a bit of a tricky one because it's stingray, but the letters at the last four letters do spell out gray. So that's a little bit maybe tricky on that kind of sense. Ultraviolet ends in violet, which is a purplish color. Smoke kitchen appliances, blender, microwave, rice cooker, toaster. Those were that yellow was pretty easy. Yeah, sure. I think the shifter word might be a little bit tricky, but once you I think at least get the yellow and purple out of the way, the blue and green shouldn't be too hard for people. It's just folks like me tend to overthink these things and not. I was getting quite confused between the security and the car stuff, and so yeah, I just at first for quite a while I couldn't put them into neat groups, and then finally I did see them and tried them, and I was right. So thankfully, no mistakes there. No rainbow, no nothing. It's just mishmash of colors. All right, so we went to the last daily game for today, which is the LNS Mini Crossword by Elizabeth C. Gorski. So down one across, carne blank, burrito, filling choice, carne asada. Is that what they have? One down, not true. Not sure. Two down, blank Hawkins Day. Wait, how's it called? Sadie Hawkins Day? Sally Hawkins Day? Sadie? And three down, Diva's Repertoire. Could be arias. Four down, places for holiday wreaths. Doors? Guess. Five down, money dispenser, cash dispenser, ATM. Six across, deck that includes the Hermit Tarot deck. Seven across, translation challenge, idiom. Eight across, not true, liar. Nine across, hardy title character, Bess. Hold on. Okay, no. Oh no, I know. Tess. Right now I figured it out. 41 seconds. Just 1 second off round number 40. Okay, let's take a closer look at the answers and the clues. One across, carne blank, burrito filling choice, carne asada. It's a meat kind of dish, right? It's like, is it a stew or something? No, it's not stew. So I'm not wrong about it. It is actually no. It's grilled and sliced beef. Usually, it's skirt steak, flap steak, or flank steak. Though chopped steak can also be used. It's usually marinated, then grilled or seared to impart a charred flavor. Carne asada can be served on its own or as an ingredient in other dishes. Okay, oh, nice. One down, not true. A tilt. Okay, so I guess true. Oh wait. Well, let me just check. What do we consider as a tilt? What does that mean? Dental position. Okay, so true could also mean something that is straight, right? I think in terms of orientation. Let's check. Not that one. So like so called difficult stick fast moving all this legitimate. Straight. Well, there's like without deviation, so it's something that's not deviated to be something level, square, balanced. Okay, so something that is to make it like accurate or true to form. So I would say yes. So something that is not true. So something that is off balance could be something a tilt. So tilted. I think that's what I would interpret it as. Two down, blank Hawkins Day, Sadie Hawkins Day. I learned about this in school a long time ago, though we don't have this holiday, but I think it's something like the kids. Well, I mean the girls ask the boys to dance, as opposed to usually the boys asking the girls to dance. Again, typical, gender norms and stuff. But I think nowadays it's you don't really need this holiday, do you? Because I mean, I feel like it's more modern now. You can ask anytime. I mean, I don't know. That's what I think. But three down, divas repertoire, so repertoire like their sort of like list of songs or that they could sing. So usually it's arias. That's what a diva sings. That kind of. I think it's a solo actually. I'm not sure. Let me just check if arias are solo. An accompanied elaborate melody sung and ornamented by a single voice. Okay, right. So yes, it's a striking solo performance. Okay, and then four down, places for holiday wreaths. Right, you hang the wreaths, those beautiful arrangements on doors to greet your guests. Greet you. Five down, cash dispenser, but money in the money sign. So I feel like the money sign is also a hint that you're going to use something shortened as opposed to an actual word. So ATM is automated telling machine, and just one right when the ATM machine is technically redundant because the M already is machine, but it doesn't matter. Not it doesn't matter that much. Six across, deck that includes the Hermit, that would be the tarot card deck. Seven across, translation challenge, and idiom. That's right, yeah. Idioms are idioms, similes, metaphors, all those kinds of like non-literal words and forms of speech and stuff, phrases. Those are usually the hardest to translate because there usually isn't a one for one you can translate easily, as opposed to like simple vocab like a chair, and then what is chair in that language? It's supposed to like, what does that say mean? Equivalent, to equivocate that in another language is very tough. It across not true. The way I was saying that is you liar. Yeah. Then across hardy title character. I was I know I missed out. I did not read this clue through enough. Title character because I was thinking of uh I it's something to do with my brain where I was thinking of Hardy, the Hardy Boys detectives, and then I associated that with Nancy Drew, and Nancy Drew, one of her friends is Bess. When I saw the ESS, my brain sort of like linked those together, even though the clue does not make sense to what I was thinking of at all, but the words just in my head linked together. Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew, Best in Nancy Drew. That's it. So that's how my brain kind of jumped to that. That's my guess. That, but after that, when I realized it was wrong, I remember that Hardy. There was an author named Hardy. I can't remember his first name, but yes, he wrote Tess of the D'Urbervilles. How do you? Thomas Hardy. That's his name. Okay, Tess of the D'Urbervilles, the Pure Woman. That's the full book, the novel title. Thomas Hardy. So there we go. Trivia stuff. 9 across. That one is trivia. 1 across. I don't know how people will really say a tilt. So this could be also Sadie Hawkins Shrub. But I think a lot of people have heard of this. This one is nothing. Yeah, I guess the most triviality thing would probably be 6 across the terror, but the deck that includes the hermit, I think that's easy. We should get Carne Asada, sure, but a lot of us already know that one. So maybe this one, 9 across, is probably the hardest one. If you don't remember the Hardy book, Test of the D'Urbervilles, that book is the hardest one, and possibly a tilt if not a common word. All right, that was today's daily games. Let me know in the comments if you like. No obligation. How you did for today's Wordle connections and L times meeting crossword. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone. Bye bye.